entertaining and ridiculing people, eroding their will and spirit, cutting off their tongues, making them unable to speak out. The powerful independence of humanity includes the independence of thought, action, and economy. Both men and women are human beings. They will all be, and will always be, the sun of the world. But now, I see the canary kept in the cage, the holy master outside the cage, and the tamper who controls everything. I will hold you and burn you to ashes together. I had a crush on a girl in junior high, for no particular reason. Except for my otaku who only likes playing games. Almost all the boys in the class like her and have written love letters for her. She was singing a beautiful song in that music class. When the sun shone in, and her figure was a blur, there were many details I can no longer recall. What time it started. What time it ended. Her dress. Her voice. I can only barely recall. I can't remember where the teacher was. I can't remember where my classmates were. I don't know how to describe it, but the fragrance of clothing is like plain water. The heartbeat accelerates like an exponential curve. But I can recall clearly that my eyes were captured by her. I can clearly recall the ripples in my heart when I saw her sing. I can remember that I was retained by her on that golden afternoon.
Don't say love so easily. CHEEMS.
I wrote my humble confession in a letter. I had a mental picture of her rejection. And so the letter, which was never forwarded to her even after graduation. I don't know why, but she came to me before graduation. We talked about life, dreams, and encouraged each other in the night view of the city. Looking at her, I always have an inexplicable emotion in my heart. I anticipate that I may be concerned about her for a long time beyond my imagination, and I hope that my feelings have not been revealed. Because I don't have the courage to reveal this sentiment. In high school, we didn't go to the same school. We were so busy with our studies that we seldom talked to each other. Then I went to take the art exams, and during that difficult time, I still used her as my spiritual support to get through every physically and mentally exhausting day. That confession letter has been hidden in that golden afternoon. I was unable to pick up.
So, that's you and her story? You said you haven't spoken to each other in a long time?
Correct.
Can you say more than a few words and talk about her so eloquently?
Okay.
CHEEMS, perhaps you should come out now. People like us are still safer to stay in the nest.
I'm not sure, Toma, because I feel like the memories of my body are hard to erase. Wait, you mean nest? What's that?
Well, this is a joke that has become popular these days. That is to say, the outside is full of deception and temptation, and we have to hide in the nest like goblins to be safe.
I don't really like this description.
Let's not talk about this for now. Hurry up and grab some food. There won't be any seats left in a while. I'm leaving now! If you don't come, I won't wait for you!
Toma, wait for me. Did you see that there was a big group of people and many boys just now?
My great Buddha Jesus! Let's hurry up! CHEEMS, or we'll have nothing left in a while!
Toma, you foodie. Don't you have a CD for displacement? That guy is always very proactive when it comes to games and meals. Is there a gathering over there? Surrounded many boys. There seems to be another one inside. Never mind. I'll go eat by myself.
CHEEMS! CHEEMS! Where are you?
That's Toma's voice, in that direction. There are too many people like this.
Wait, are you that? Here you are!
You scared me.
Let's hurry! CHEEMS! I have some great news for you!
What's wrong with you, Toma? Why are those people staring at you so fiercely?
Hurry up! Hurry up! Let's talk back to the dormitory! Oh my god, that's close!
You should be saying that it was just risky.
CHEEMS, do you know the goddess from the eastern half?
I don't know.
But she knows you! She just asked me to tell you that she wants to stay in touch with you.
Me? But I don't remember meeting her before.
Do you know that all the boys in the cafeteria group just now were her followers? When she called out to me, I felt a strong pressure. What did you do, CHEEMS? And why did the school flower in the East Campus take the initiative to get to know you?
I don't know either. What's her name? Perhaps I have an impression.
Her name is Valentina.
What? She is the girl I mentioned.
This is impossible.
Time passes. Circling around again and again. Cross-section around withered trees. Upon closer inspection, every lap is a trace of your footsteps. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, CHEEMS. Isn't that too formal to say?
Sorry, I'm not very good at speaking.
Well, let's stick to it from now on, like we did in junior high school.
What do you mean?
As you said, writing a letter is an ancient romantic ritual.
I haven't written a letter since middle school.
Are you no longer interested?
No, actually I often have inspiration. But I don't have a goal for writing letters anymore. Most of the time, it's just lingering in the surface of the mind, complaining without any illness.
Perhaps I want to become this target.
I am honored. Afterwards, we maintained correspondence, perhaps through more convenient means, partly to avoid being disturbed by so many people. But this is only as an interest, because it once carried memories of the past. I am not good at words, but I am better at using pen and ink to dip the world in my mind and dye it on paper. Also, because of her, the world in my mind is bigger, and my writing is smoother and more charming. I realize that she is the source of my writing interest. The world and myriad.
CHEEMS, what do you think is love?
I'm not sure. Actually, I have some understanding, but when faced with her, I completely forgot about the principles, knowledge, and theories.
Why are you always there before and after them, CHEEMS?
Are you referring to your followers in the cafeteria?
Not only them, but also high school.
Do you already know my thoughts?
I am very intelligent.
It seems like I'm showing off.
You exposed the truth a long time ago. In middle school and high school, there were also many people who followed me fervently, just like the group in college. Later, through my efforts, they gradually returned to normal.
It seems that your charm is as great as ever.
No, CHEEMS, it's not like that. You always stare at me blankly, as if those small eyes are filled with your thoughts. Why have you been there all along?
But you also have small eyes.
You owe me a serious confession.
I will make up for it if I have the opportunity in the future. As a compensation, I can show you the poems and essays I wrote while passing the time in high school. Words calmness and warmth, romantic and progressive. I want to give you a feather crown, and I also want to give you a plain dress. May your dreams be complete. With regrets and troubles left in a corner of your dreams, wake up and remember the beauty forever. I am a weirdo, happy to talk about things that I dare not do at all. I am happy to discuss the universe, society, economy, and theory. If I like you, then these strange theoretical knowledge studies will ultimately lead to research on you. Please do not refuse. Please yearn harder, to use it as a way to deal with the boredom and mediocrity that is not around you. Love is like a tide, carrying reason with it, chewing it thoroughly. One bite reveals half of the love brain. The fierce night makes it difficult for you to sleep peacefully. Filled with fear, constantly yearning for those far away.
It seems that you still have some literary talent like in junior high school.
Actually, these are all written for you. Only with you can I have poetry.
Why have you been there all along? Why?
I don't understand. My knowledge level is not enough to answer. But I know that my physical memory chose you.
Is this considered the late confession?
This level is far from sufficient, far from being considered.
You should keep writing, CHEEMS. Remember to make up for the serious confession you owe me.
Oh, I see. One day, I will let the whole world know.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye, classmates. Let's continue
Let's
next
go.
class.
CHEEMS.
Look, that
Toma,
CHEEMS
wait
is
for me.
left.
Hey, Beauty, why don't you have dinner with me?
I made an appointment with someone. I'm sorry.
Oh,
David,
is that so?
slowly. You're
Why
just
don't you give me your phone
It's okay,
number?
Lucy.
Let's go out
We
for a
didn't
meal
have any
when we
decent
have
food on the
time.
moon.
It's okay.
I miss Earth's
Don't be
food.
shy. We're all adults now.
Oh, CHEEMS.
What situation?
Let me introduce myself. My name is Catherine. This CHEEMS is the person who will be having dinner with me later.
Huh? Are you that famous Cheems?
Yes, I am CHEEMS. But I
I
am
feel
not
like
her.
you're not as handsome as they describe you to be.
I'm CHEEMS. But I didn't make an appointment with her, and I already have a girlfriend. I'm sorry.
If that's the case, let's continue.
But, regardless of gender, I have no problem.
I love that. Do you like what you see?
Thank you very much, CHEEMS. Can I treat you to dinner next time? My name is Catherine, majoring in business English.
It's okay, Catherine. But how did you know my name? I already have someone I like.
There you are.
You freak me out.
I've been looking for you for ages. I have a huge item for you.
You're running too
Hurry up.
fast. I can't keep up with you.
CHEEMS.
CHEEMS, do you know that you have climbed onto the campus confession wall? How many girls are confessing their love to you on the wall? A few girls have asked me to deliver these letters to you.
But I already have Valentina.
What?
Yes, we are already together.
But why are there still so many boys around her when I go to eat in the morning? Although it's less than last time, it's not staring at me so fiercely anymore.
Really? What's going on here?
But then again, CHEEMS, how did you actually do it? First, we renewed our old relationship with goddesses like Valentina, and then suddenly climbed onto the campus confession wall, being sought after by so many girls. Even before the start of school, we were just ordinary bystanders. I only see such a plot in harem games. Although I'm not very interested in 3D, I'm still curious about how you did it, CHEEMS.
Indeed, Toma is right. I wasn't particularly outstanding, but lately I've suddenly started to feel lucky, which makes me feel strange. It's like I'm also the protagonist in the game, clearly not doing anything, but being hit by peach blossom luck one after another. Valentina, are you also a part of it? I don't understand. Perhaps I should talk to Valentina. Valentina, I have something to ask you. Recently, many girls have confessed their love to me. This is quite strange.
Is this strange? Shouldn't it mean you're very charming?
No, it's not like that.
Or do you wish I could be a little jealous?
No, Valentina. Are you feeling a bit haggard?
I'm fine, don't worry. I've been a bit tired from studying lately.
You are indeed excellent. I have never been confessed by a girl before. I am well aware that I am not outstanding, do not have any charm that attracts girls, and am not good at speaking. I also wrote a love letter for you in junior high school, but even after graduation, I dare not give it to you. I am afraid. Afraid of being examined, afraid of submitting papers, afraid of seeing scores.
CHEEMS.
But recently, I suddenly had cliff-like luck, reuniting with you, and then suddenly many more people confessed to me, including boys. This makes me feel scared. My intuition tells me that something is not right.
CHEEMS.
What? I can't hear clearly what you just said.
It's nothing, CHEEMS. It's not time for yours yet. What you cannot currently understand. All I can tell you is to become stronger. I will also continue to work hard, relying on my own strength. I'm going out for an internship, CHEEMS. It is a top enterprise in the industry.
Do what?
Regarding psychology, Go and become stronger, Cheems. That's not empty talk. Do what you want to do. Do what you can do. You will see.
But I am confused. Because I cannot reach your height and step into your vision. I want to continue creating. Write about our feelings, such precious little emotions. But this may be the last time.
Did you write a poetry collection for me?
Yes, those were all inspirations from middle school. Just perfected them and printed them into a book. You have one, I have one. You are the source of my inspiration and vitality. Poetry and prose collections, personal portrait collections, and designs made for you are all developed by me, other carriers of love and meaning besides letters.
Your words flow with love between men and women, Cheems.
Yes.
Very interesting text. You write for us, the little love between us. Do you know, Cheems? Writing is excellent, but perhaps you can incorporate broader things?
For instance?
For example, struggle, blood, people.
I don't quite understand. Only you are the soil from which my poetry originates. Without soil, life cannot grow. I am not as excellent as you think. I am well aware of my mediocrity. I am well aware of how weak my writing is, unable to exist independently without you. My personality is also the same. I can't catch up with you. Every time you advise me to work hard, I only verbally agree, pretend to exercise, deceive you, and deceive myself. Because you are truly intelligent and have great perseverance. As graduation approached, I suddenly realized we were people from two distant worlds. If it weren't for your poor physical condition before the college entrance examination, you wouldn't have gone to this university that I worked hard to get into. You have lofty goals and work tirelessly towards them. Your family is also wealthier than mine, and they will lend you a helping hand.
Cheems, what's wrong? Hurry up and follow me, I'll wait for you for a while.
It's okay. I just think your back is beautiful, and I want to watch from behind for a while longer. And I, with average qualifications, average appearance, average family background, and only able to write about the little love between men and women. Occasionally, there are a few sentences worth pondering, which can only be used as prefaces, going back and forth. They only talk about the small love between men and women in circles, but it's difficult to reach the level of elegance. They lifted me up and praised me, but the more they do this, the more insecure I become. I am not worthy of such praise, nor am I worthy of you who have been chasing the distance. I cannot be called such a compliment, let alone help you achieve your dreams. I can't create without you. I am also afraid that you will be a part of these various visions. I often ask myself if all of this is true. But whether it is true or not, I feel that when I truly take over this beauty, but it made me even more aware of my mediocrity, making it harder for me to lift up this emotion and shout out loud. I know that parting is good for both of us. This poetry collection is my final gift to you.
Cheems, are you serious? We can work together towards that direction.
No, Valentina. I'm still far from strong enough.
Cheems, hold your head high. I don't want to see you lower your head. I will continue to burn.
After that, I went to work at an ordinary company, where writing had lost its purpose, and I gave up. But I haven't heard from her since graduation. Valentina, he is already a regular guest on a famous psychological interview program. Her fame is growing, although it is due to controversy. That is the controversy caused by some of her fanatical followers and those who criticize her. After entering society, she will still have so many followers. But miraculously, my vision also disappeared. I think this may be because after entering society, few people knew me. I watch every episode of your program, and if there are no updates, I will repeatedly watch previous programs. I can clearly feel it. Valentina, why do you seem to be getting more and more haggard?
Thank you for watching the 99th interview program. Today, we have also answered many people's questions about emotions and life.
This program is really bad. The guests are also in a bad state, feeling lethargic. The answers given are too idealistic, too sci-fi.
Talking about one's past love story is even more science fiction.
Yeah, so the purpose of such a program is to be criticized.
Incorrect.
The first rule of the Goblin Code is that as a goblin, one must be conscious and not easily deceived by external temptations, and not believe in the beauty outside.
No, it's not like that. That's not science fiction, those are all real things. My past with Valentina. Our past that is now referred to as science fiction.
CHEEMS, can you see that thing?
What?
Screen.
I can't hear the word you're saying clearly.
Screen. 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 Screen.
A huge screen. There are some bullet marks on it.
Screen.
I didn't expect that I would be so tired that I fell asleep.
Sir, there is an important letter here, and the sender has instructed to hand it over to you personally.
Sorry, I fell asleep just now. The program has been stuck in episode 99 for a long time without any updates. The one who has been working hard and striving for their own ideals. That unique, vibrant soul. What exactly have you experienced, Valentina, that has made you burn and overdraw yourself like this?
CHEEMS, I follow the light in my heart. Maybe it will be misinterpreted, targeted, ridiculed, but I just want to do it. As for the result, it may not be fruitful. But it's not about anyone, it's just that I want to do it. For the love that I seek. For the love that is distant and grand. I know that it is not enough. And that all ambitions need to be acted upon. CHEEMS, never be a giant of thought and a dwarf of action. And it all started with you, CHEEMS. When I see you getting progressively better because of me, I'm thinking, well, it's a joyful and fulfilling thing to go out and help others become better. It wasn't easy to go into society afterwards and work towards that vision, and I've had a lot of difficulties. But every sad and difficult day, I think back to what we had. We're lovers and comrades in arms with each other, and teachers and students with each other. But somehow, since we broke up, the world seems to have begun to change. The world is full of men and women who seem to have been twisted by invisible forces. They've lost their ego and dignity. They're no longer human beings. I want to change all this. I want our love to carry a really serious and wide meaning. I will fulfill the creed of pure and great love. And I will continue to strive for the rest of my life. Cheems, you are my light.
Until now, I suddenly realized, during the time I spent with you, I surprisingly became an idealist. Before this, I was very practical and did not have expectations for things, nor did I actively pursue or change them. However, during that period, I fantasized about using my own abilities to implement that sincere and passionate love. Although I know that there is no soil for growth, and although I know that my abilities and talents have limits, I still want to let the flowers of idealism bloom in the soil of realism. I love you like a flower loves sunshine, but for no particular reason.
When I see you getting progressively better because of me,
I'm not sure, Valentina, because I have no self-awareness. I just feel like I'm just slacking off and waiting to die. Poetry writing without any spiritual core. I'm just writing for you. Just creating for someone as concrete and real as you. Perhaps the switch somewhere in my heart has indeed been turned on by you.
You should keep writing, Cheems.
I want to give it a try. Not just for us, for some grander, more tearful, and vast things. That will be what I want to do. What the world will know.
I've been waiting.
Excuse me, where did you find this book? I accidentally came across the content inside before, but there was no place to buy it.
This is the book I wrote. Because there was not much deposit. Only a small amount of goods were shipped at that time. Moreover, there was no response afterwards.
This is indeed a pity. Although my friends around me also, however, think the text inside is very beautiful. The words about love between men and women inside are refreshing.
The fragrance on her clothes is like plain water. But the scent deviated from my impression. I finally understood that the smell at that time was just the scent of a certain laundry detergent. I am acutely aware that she is not you. But my breath and heartbeat remembered this scent. All of this pulled me back to that naive golden campus. With the teacher's muffled lecture sound in my ears. And my eyes are focused on you and Valentina, my desk mate. I am forgetful. But my body's memory is still there. She looks just like you. But she cannot replace your soul yet.
I hope you can save me. I want to rely on you.
I am ashamed that I am not strong enough to deserve praise from others.
Cheems, can you save me? Can you be my pillar?
Cheems, becoming stronger is not the privilege of anyone. The handling of emotions is fundamentally a problem that we must face ourselves, and we cannot rely on others to save us. This is a compulsory course for us.
Valentina, is this what you mean? To become strong and become your own pillar, and even someone else's pillar.
So, what is love?
From a biological genetic perspective, love is sexual desire, the secretion and stimulation of complex hormones in the body that I don't quite understand. In a humanistic sense, love is the beauty that people sing and praise. On the level of men and women, love should be mutual support and a silent romantic struggle against the erosion of time.
I don't quite understand.
In my words, love is. It is the blood that blends with each other. It is the fiery fire that gazes into the sky from afar.
CHEEMS. I really like your writing, which praises sincere love between men and women. But when I share these with my friends, they always disdain me. It seems that the love depicted in the book has now become science fiction. Will you continue to create? CHEEMS?
Mocking. Science fiction. Goblin. Teasing.
You should keep writing, CHEEMS. Remember to make up for the serious confession you owe me.
I will continue to create. At any price.
You are really powerful. CHEEMS. I also want to be as powerful as you.
One day, I will let the whole world know.
Do you know that, CHEEMS? Writing is excellent. Perhaps you can add some broader meanings.
For example?
Struggle.
Struggle. There is no such way in heaven. It comes from cutting through thorns.
Blood.
Blood. Love can burst out with hot blood, pouring you out of the vague haze and casting your original appearance. The people.
The people.
I will transform into a shooting star, into everything in the world. Shaking the window coffin clearly to wake up from the dream, running and shouting to look up at the sky. If I were to perish, I would have left behind something. Something must have been left behind, remembered by people. Then I still exist. No matter how belittled, we should not self-deprecatingly call ourselves goblins, and our emotions should not be called science fiction now. They are obviously so ordinary, in their original form. The great man once said, "We are the sun at 8 or 9 in the morning. There is no distinction between men and women, only us and that thing." If we have to talk about goblins, then it must be these dirty, stupid, and scheming people who create stereotypes. They should be goblins, curled up in caves waiting for us to eliminate them all.
CHEEMS, you've been there all along. Before the vision begins, after the vision disappears. You don't seem to have been influenced by my vision. Perhaps your love has overcome the vision. The existence of visions is to shatter your spirit and will. Every resistance and shooting would worsen my condition. I know my time is running out, CHEEMS. My family has been fighting for that thing for generations. I am not afraid of death, but every time I think of our past, I have the courage to continue persevering. Be a hero who can die. Be handsome and die in his place.
Economic consumption is on the rise, consumer demand is increasing, and a trend of distorted values is gradually emerging in society, but it is making a fortune from the dividends of this era. The love between Valentina and me at that time no longer has the conditions to be realized now. The materialization of sex, the materialization of profit, the alienation of human beings. People can be gods, pets, or commodities, but they have not become humans.
The culprit is that screen, entertaining and ridiculing people, eroding their will and spirit, cutting off their tongues, making them unable to speak out. The powerful independence of humanity includes the independence of thought, action, and economy. Both men and women are human beings. They will all be, and will always be, the sun of the world. But now, I see the canary kept in the cage, the holy master outside the cage, and the tamper who controls everything. I will hold you and burn you to ashes together.
Kiss me again,
Kiss
my
me
love.
again, my love.
Polish the gun, comrade.
Polish the gun. Comrade. I will continue to create. Like fire. Burn. Burn, then burn. Finally burn out. Not only for the past with Valentina, for self-redemption, but also to awaken more people. Go and restore love.
CHEEMS published a book before his own death. But this book has only gradually been picked up again by people until now. As the seeds of thought spread, more and more people are able to discover that thing. Then they immerse themselves in awakening and shouting. CHEEMS, November 6, 2005 to August 1, 2055. Valentina, December 4, 2004 to August 15, 2034. Ariana, July 1, 2010 to October 1, 2072. Toma, May 1, 2005 to July 7, 2065. These people were great writers, psychiatrists, translators, and designers who spoke out and fought for pure and great love during that golden age. In that era, there were still many people like them who devoted themselves to the cause of love, like the shining stars of that era. People are gradually awakening. No longer self-proclaimed as goblins. Brave to strive for one's own happiness and beauty. I fell in love with her for the first time because the sunshine shone on her singing. Falling in love with her for the second time, falling in love with her unique and noble soul. Falling in love with her for the third time, falling in love with her vast and distant ideals. CHEEMS uses this book to commemorate Valentina, to commemorate her little love, and to commemorate her great love that went through life and death together. If I burn it to ashes, it will inevitably turn into light and heat, warming the coldness of others. CHEEMS, such thinkers and philosophers, sow the seeds of their ideas into the world, into future generations, and into distant places beyond their reach. Although they do not aspire to see that day with their own eyes, they still do not hesitate to pick up their pens and fight. He is just powerful, steadfast, and pure. Pure love warrior. However, the struggle will not stop. We have not yet won. There are still people who attempt to divide us. Those who are supported, there are screens. And there are real tampering behind the screens. We will continue to burn. For true love, we pass away, for true love, we are eternal.